Hi, my name is Rick Mosley. I'm one of the client advisors here at BMW of Bend, and today I wanted to show you some of the features of the new X3. This particular model is one of our newer redesigns. It comes in 4 variants. The one we're looking at today is the 248 horsepower X3 xDrive30i. Plenty of kick, but if you want to have a little more enjoyment, you can bump that up to the X3 M40i, the X3M, and the X3M competition. One of the neat features on the newly designed X3 is the active kidney grills. These actually stay closed until the engine tells the computer that it is warm. They'll open briefly to allow airflow and then close again. One of the nice things about that is you're not looking in at a bug-covered radiator anymore. It also improves gas mileage, and aesthetically it's just a lot more pleasing. LED headlights are standard now, using less power and providing a more even distribution of light and a wider light. This particular vehicle has a parking assistance feature that requires cameras on all 4 sides of the vehicle. It allows you to see the vehicle as if you were looking down at it from a satellite, so that you can easily park it. It has comfort access, so as long as the key is on you, you can lock it by touching this rib section, and unlocking it, you just grab the handle. The sunroof is about 30% larger than the previous generation. Coming around to the back, you see we've got these dimensional LED headlights. And lots of cargo capacity, especially for a car in this class. These seats can be dropped from right here, which makes life a lot easier when you're coming out of Home Depot. You don't have to go up to the side doors to drop those. You can take this cover, and it has a little hiding place here. Most people tend to put these in their garage and they are never seen again. So it's nice that BMW thought to give us a way to store that in the vehicle itself. This particular X3 has a heated steering wheel, and both front seats are heated. Now with the winter package, you can also have the 2 rear seats heated. One of the nice things about the new X3s is the center iDrive panel. It's a 10.3-inch screen, it's touch. The voice commands are much more intuitive. We've also got a fully digital instrument cluster, which is able to be customized in a lot of different ways to show different information. In the previous models, if you wanted to navigate to some location, you had to use a certain number of key words in order for the vehicle to understand you. With today's version, you can simply get in and say, "Show me how to get to." Very much an intuitive system now. Another great feature that this particular vehicle has is the heads-up display. It's a great way to keep your eyes on the road. You're simply shifting focus of your eyes from distant to near, and able to read that information as if it was floating out in front of you. The X3 has a number of different modes that you can drive in. The first one being the Eco Pro mode, which would be used if, for example, you're on I-5, you're going to be driving for a few hours before your next exit, and you want to get 3 or 4 more miles per gallon out of the vehicle. You'll put it in Eco Pro. The Comfort mode is what it always defaults to, and this is going to be your day-to-day driving mode. And then you have Sport, which actually gives you more torque on the low end. It shifts later, and it feels like you've just gained another 50 horsepower. Also stiffens up your suspension. This particular vehicle has a number of safety features built in. The first one you can see on the screen here is the pedestrian warning. That actually has braking intervention, so if you're driving at city speeds and someone jumps out in front of the car, it will attempt to brake and avoid the person. They don't promise that it'll be able to do that, but it will mitigate the damage. Frontal collision warning is a very similar item, but it is more for a higher speed situation, but also comes with braking intervention. Lane departure warning will do one of 2 things, or both. You will either get a vibration in the steering wheel similar to what you'd feel on a rumble strip when you actually cross the lines on a road without your blinker. If the blinker's on, we'll simply assume that was what you meant to do. But there will be no intervention in that situation. You can also turn on steering intervention which if you're driving over 40 miles an hour and you start to cross a line, it will give you a slight push back to where you are in the center of the lane again. You can push hard enough to break away from that, but it will give you kind of a nudge. The same thing with blind spot detection. You've got these small triangles on the side view mirrors that will light up when there's someone in your blind spot. However, if you are not paying attention to that and you're still moving into that other lane with the car in it, it will give you a pushback. Now, some of those options are only in the Driving Assistance Plus package. The Driving Assistance will only give you the vibration of the steering wheel. The Driving Assistance Plus will actually give a little bit of intervention and pushback on your steering wheel for you. The X3 has earned a 5-star safety rating from the NHTSA, and it's been a top safety pick with the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. It's got a full suite of driver assistance features, but a couple of the key ones are the standard automated emergency braking, the standard forward collision warning, and the available adaptive cruise control.
Kendall, let's start something great.